Welcome in to a Friday edition of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Remember, Go Chevrolet is online at GEAUXchevrolet.com. They also got a couple of locations that you can find, one right here in Baton Rouge for used cars. Go Express Auto Sales on the corner of Florida Boulevard and Sherwood Forest, and you can also shop new cars out in LaPlace at Go Chevrolet, GEAUXchevrolet.com online. Big show today for you. Kim Mulkey's going to stop by at some point. We'll talk to her around 7:30 this morning. Mulkey named the AP Coach of the Year, the National Coach of the Year.
Hate to see it.
How funny.
I hate to see it.
I mean, we talked about this scenario a couple of weeks back when the SEC awards came out, and Dawn Staley was awarded the SEC Coach of the Year after Kim Mulkey had created the greatest turnaround in SEC basketball history. Just wasn't enough to get her the Conference Coach of the Year, but it was good enough for her to take home the AP National Coach of the Year. She also took home the Athletic Coach of the Year earlier this season, so a couple of national coaching awards for our favorite Coach Mulkey, who was named this a couple of times before. 2019 and 2012, she took the award home, so a three-time winner now is Coach Mulkey. And the story you know all too well, right? LSU 9-13 last season. This year, they go in as a number 2 seed in the SEC and were ranked number 9 in the AP poll at the end of the season. LSU was 6-1 against ranked opponents this year, and they made it back to March Madness and was a number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2014. All of that successful run we'll talk about coming up with Mulkey here at 7:30 this morning. Make sure you hit that like button, share button, comment button. We appreciate you starting your Friday here with us. We got some food coming your way. At the end of hour 2, we'll catch up with Nathan Velaquez, a little doubling up on Velaquez this week as we talk to him Monday morning after the slap heard round the world with Will Smith.
God, that was this week?
Chris Rock on Monday. Nathan was here kind of giving us his thoughts on that, and he'll be back in his regular his regular Friday spot coming up this morning talking latest in Hollywood as Nathan will be here in the second hour today. Mikey Matuk and Mic'd Up will originate a couple of back-to-backers here from Matuk as he had the great interview with Sam Burns yesterday via the video call. Today, we will start our Fridays over at Uncle Earl's with Mikey as Mikey will be out there with hopefully all of you. We're trying to build a following and a community out there that supports the happy hour over at Uncle Earl's every Friday, and Mikey will be set up over there, kind of like he was for St. Patrick's Day weekend, as we're looking forward to doing that in today, every Friday, with Uncle Earl's and FM Digital Media. LSU Basketball continues to hemorrhage players, as yesterday a couple of more players from LSU decided that they were going to leave the program, including Eric Gaines, the second-year sophomore point guard, and Efton Reid, after his freshman season, has put his name into the transfer portal. That is now 10 players for LSU that has entered the transfer portal, and I'd imagine an 11th on the way in Alex Fudge, who tweeted out a meme kind of stating that
where's everybody going?
What's up, man? But it's just not a good time right now for LSU basketball. Matt McMahon did land his first commitment yesterday out of high school. A 3-star center, Cornelius Williams, who was committed to Murray State, is now coming to LSU as Matt McMahon has a hell of a task on his hand. I'd imagine that this is probably one of the toughest coaching challenges, not only in the school's history, but maybe in the conference, when you just talk about what Matt McMahon is looking at right now. Think about it. I mean, think about the program that Matt McMahon is overseeing right now. There's 3 players. There's 3 players on the team right now. I mean, the stress and anxiety of having to put a entire team together before next fall has to be just pressure riding stress. $20 million, I know, is on the contract for him, and that'll soothe some of the anxious feelings that you got. But if you are a basketball coach and that is your job. And you are stuck with this challenge in the SEC, where this is becoming one of the giants within college basketball, with resources, money, facilities, coaches, players. And you're looking in your locker room this morning, and 12 of the lockers that you had last season don't even have nameplates on them right now. I mean, we hadn't talked about Darius Days, Tari Easton. I mean, those guys are out as well. Expected, but gone. Just an incredible task that Matt McMahon has on his hands. I do not envy the job that McMahon has placed in front of him. I understand that the job security, the financial security with the contract, and the amount of years and the amount of money helps with those stresses. But damn, man. I mean, he's got to build an entire roster in a short season, and I don't expect him to be, competitive next season. And we talked about it. I'd imagine that they'd be 11 through 14 in the league next year. I mean, I'm talking about swimming in the bottom of the conference. But I mean, it is incredible to think about the job and the task and the challenge that Matt McMahon faces. We hadn't even talked about the APR issues with LSU basketball. And I know that, when you get into that, a lot of people just kind of check out of the sports conversation because you just want to watch basketball, football, baseball. You just want to see the sport. But behind the scenes, the academic qualifications for the program that they have to accomplish each and every year to keep themselves eligible is right on the line of being in some severe hardship. And even the challenges that McMahon and his staff face on that side of building this program, rebuilding this program, is going to be daunting to take on some of the APR issues that they're going to have to get straight with the academic center, the administration, the program, to get themselves back on track. Oh, by the way, you need a team. You got to fill the roster out. And 3 stars like Cornelius Williams are program builders and guys that you look at and say hopefully can be here 4 years, give you stability, be a good locker room guy, be a captain. But if you're looking to win the league, you've got to start getting high-end players. Murray State and Cornelius Williams is a great fit. Cornelius Williams at LSU is spot time and depth. If we're really talking about winning championships, if we're really talking about competing for championships down the line. I mean, Parker Edwards is a starter next season.
And you know who the last person that wants to hear that is?
Parker Edwards?
Parker Edwards.
For sure.
I don't want any of that smoke.
Come here to play 30 games. What are you talking about? I mean, I was hoping to be a superstar. I was hoping to be the cool guy on the end of the bench.
Yeah, I'm going to Oklahoma.
Get an NIL deal, pull me in, hit a 3-pointer, the place goes nuts.
That's it. I tried to play 20 minutes a game.
Jeez. Get me laid when I hit a shot. Now they're going to expect me to drop 20 a night?
I get sweaty.
What do you want from me? I'm going back to Southeastern. But look, man, I know that it has been doom and gloom on this show when talking about LSU basketball, but I'm not sure how to spin it with rose petals and the thoughts of success. I want to. I really do. I hope that Matt McMahon can field a team and keep up with what Will Wade has established the last 5 years and keep it rolling. But just the mass exodus and the challenge of rebuilding the program from the ground up on both sides of it, both academically and from a personnel standpoint, is a hell of a task, man. it is a hell of a task in 2022 to look around and see Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, Arkansas, everybody getting better, coming off of successful seasons and tournament runs, and you got 3 players in your locker room right now. Got a lot of time before next season, but you really don't have a lot of time. I mean, next October looks like it's a couple of months, far down the line, but October will be on you before you can blink if you're Matt McMahon, because of everything that he's got to get done before they get to training camp. It is just a very unenviable task of what Matt McMahon is taking on. Jerry Rivera, Jordy, chill out and relax. I'm good, man. I really am. I mean, I am not expecting LSU to be competitive at all in basketball next season. So I've got the peace of mind of understanding what they're about to go into. I just hope everybody else does, because they will struggle to win 10 games next year. Patrick Dorsey, Jordy, we heard you the first time you started downpour the basketball program last month. It just keeps getting worse, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
is there any better...
Another day, another story.
Is there any better semblance of where LSU basketball has gone from losing Traore to getting Cornelius? That's pretty much the two ships passing in the night of where LSU basketball was going and where it is now headed. Not that Cornelius is a bad player, but when you saw what they said about Traore, and he was, the second highest rated recruit Auburn's ever gotten since Jabari Smith.
Yep. I mean, on the same day yesterday that LSU picks up a 3-star in Cornelius Williams, Auburn picks up 2022 5-star center Johan Traore, formerly committed to LSU, and where Auburn's 247 site reports he's the second highest ranked recruit to choose Auburn in the modern recruiting era, only behind Jabari Smith Jr.
He wasn't good.
He was committed to LSU with Julian Phillips. They would have had Efton, Reid, Sharif O'Neal, and Alex Fudge coming off the bench on LSU's front line next year. Think about those 5 athletes that you're running at people in waves during the games. You got the number 1 power forward in the country, the number 2 center in the country, committed to the same program, and now you're looking at a 3-star who was committed to Murray State yesterday. Daily, we're brought to you here by Edward Jones. Remember our friends over at Edward Jones. Daniel Newman can help you out with any financial advice that you may be looking for today. Get in touch with him at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. They're located out in central Louisiana. Stop in and see them. If you work within the industrial plants, if you work at Dow, BASF, Exxon, any of the familiar plants, if you're in the listening area, if you're listening to this show, you're over in Houston working in the oil fields or working within the plants, and you need some help and direction on your financials and your fiscal setup within that industry, get in touch with Daniel. He is an expert in that field. 225-261-8262. 225-261-8262 is the phone number directly to Daniel Newman. Get in touch with him today. Stop in and ask him any financial questions that you may have. If you've got investment opportunities around the corner where you want to clear through Newman, or if you just need some stock market help in leading you in the right direction, get in touch with Daniel Newman. And as we said, if you work within the industry, if you work within the industrial industry over here with Exxon, BASF, any of these plants locally down here in South Louisiana or around our state, you can get in touch with Daniel and he can help you out with your 401k, with your Social Security, any type of investment that you may be thinking about. 225-261-8262. 225-261-8262 is how you get directly in touch with Daniel today. Tough one last night for LSU baseball as they fall. They had the tying run in scoring position. Only one out in the bottom of the ninth, trailing Auburn last night 6-5, and had probably if you could have handpicked somebody out of the lineup, maybe I guess maybe it would have been our guy who has been crushing the ball, Braden Joubert. But as far as name recognition, you'd have said, "Hey man, give me Jacob Berry in this situation."
Jacob Berry and Dylan Cruz,
right, back to back. Jacob Berry struck out and Jordan Thompson flied out in foul territory, stranding Trey Morgan at second base and gave Auburn the opening night win in this 3-game series. LSU overcame a 6-2 deficit with 2 runs in the 8th, and our guy Joe Bear, who we said, another home run for this cat.
He is in fuego, dude.
I mean, this dude is smashing the ball.
I think they said he had 18 RBIs in the last, 3 games or 5 games, something like that, where it's just like he's automatic at this point.
Knew?
I mean, Mikey talked about it a little bit on his show. Where he's like, he's in that spot where it doesn't matter what level of sports you've played in, you've all been there. But for him to be this locked in at LSU, just like this might not go away for a while because he's proven to himself that he can do it here. And he's like, he might stay hot for a minute.
LSU now 18-8 and falls to 3-4 in the league. As we said, they couldn't overcome the 6-run 5th inning that they gave up from Auburn last night. Auburn was aided by a 3-run home run, and a couple of errors have peeked in.
Yes.
After a good fielding weekend in Gainesville and a pretty solid night in the midweek versus ULM, the errors have again creeped up, and it looks like have cost LSU a chance to win the game. I mean, this is tough to watch.
And the play that spurned it all was Blake Money was grinding through the 5th inning, has 2 outs, gets out of a tough jam with I think he walked 2 people in a row, kind of loses his field. They go to the meeting. Coach goes to the mound, settles him down a little bit because he threw a ball kind of not at the umpire, but a little scuffed up, and he rolls it in the dugout, just asks for another one without saying anything. And so they kind of played it off. He gets the ball back from the umpire. The coach comes out there, talks to him. He gets 2 outs with the bases loaded, with first and second. They walk the big guy, the big guy at first base for Auburn. They were not lying when they said he is a monster of a man. He looks like he's in the 12-year-old Youth World Series, right. But he might be 14 or 15,
right.
And he's out there
Danny Almada.
Absolutely, and he just looks like he wants to hit tanks. So they intentionally walk him, bases loaded. Blake Money's grinding out. Do or die play at first base to Trey Morgan. It goes over his glove, and that's what kind of set off the inning. It wasn't as bad of a fielding day as you would thought if you were there, if you saw it. It's a tough play to make, but one you kind of have to have in those spots to be able to win the game.
The margin for error now
so
with LSU
slim.
baseball and the defensive side is just everything. I mean, things like that happen in baseball,
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, that happens. But for LSU, when that stuff happens now, I mean, it's...
Well, everybody starts looking around. They're like, oh, is this going to happen again? And then sure enough, Ugly Finder finds a new guy at shortstop. He tries to backhand it off his glove, and that's when the carousel started. It's like it only takes one error, it seems like, for the LSU defense to feel uncomfortable out there. And that's a bad spot to be in. They don't really trust themselves on the defensive end yet.
Brad DeGruzzi says, I'll repeat something I heard last night in the box. LSU baseball needs a new defensive coordinator. What is it? Do you think they just don't practice?
I think he's got such an emphasis on the offensive end that it takes away time from the other, and that's kind of like a Pac-12 thing where you feel like you can go bang balls and score 10 runs and win. In the SEC, you got to be a complete team, and he's finding that out rather quickly. It's gonna take a change in mindset that they're going to have to start practicing a little bit more on the defensive end because the offense is there.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, the guys are skilled enough to where you don't have to really worry about it. They know how to hit. Now let's work on a little glove time on defense.
It's one of those things that you take for granted as a college baseball fan, especially around here. Maneri was always so concerned about his defense. I mean,
the best example is Jordan Thompson. Like, he played for both coaches, and you see where he's gone under a new regime from being an all freshman SEC shortstop to moving to second base. Like, they're trying to figure something out on the defensive end that Paul Maneri had hemmed up, and now obviously there's been a switch there, and the offense is better, but you're losing a lot on the defensive end, almost like too much.
Well, it's cost you games.
It's making you lose baseball games.
It's making you lose games. So, I don't know, man. I don't. Can you fix that within the season? I mean,
I don't know how you let it get to this point. It seems like you would look around and be like, okay, we need to work on this, and apparently it's just not that much of an emphasis put on it. Like, it's wild to me that it's gotten to this point. Like, it seems like you could fix it with, let's go take some ground balls every day this week. You know, you just got to establish a little bit of a routine again. But I don't know what the practice looks like.
I don't know, man. That was
mind-blowing.
It's just tough to look up every day and see them losing games on just simple parts of baseball.
You look up in the fifth.
I say simple.
It's part of the game.
This is the part that you would think when you get to this level that you don't kick it around.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, you would see that at Traction on a Thursday and Friday night. You know what I mean? Like with 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. I mean, I'm really not
ragging,
trying to poke fun at it. I mean, you don't realize until
it happens.
You don't have it where you're like, damn, this is possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it looks like American Legion baseball out here, and this is LSU. It's wild. It's wild to see.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard, and it was what 2-2, I think, and LSU has 2 hits, both solo home runs. And you look up in the 5th, they go down 6-2, still 2 runs, but now they have 2 errors. You can't be matching your errors to your runs at any point in baseball and expect to win.
Jeff in Kinder says JJ talking about Coach Johnson is having to rebuild the roster, and chemistry will take time. I don't see the total overhaul of the roster. I mean, the nucleus of this roster is guys that you've had here. Now, I mean, you throw Jacob Berry in, and, obviously, what our guy Braden Joubert is doing. But, I mean, for the most part, you're talking Dylan Cruz, Trey Morgan, I mean, guys, Cade Doty, guys that have been here and been a part of the program. I mean, these are some of the high-end players that you have. So, I mean, Jay Johnson really took over a team from a first-year head coaching standpoint that you rarely see that type of talent already embedded into the roster. I mean, usually when there's a turnover at a spot like LSU baseball, it's either, it's usually because they just can't get it right, and the personnel might be down, and for him to step into this job. Now, I know that there's no dominant pitching. There's no established arms that he was walking into. But as far as talent goes, I mean, this is about as good of a first-year job as you can find in college baseball, just with the talent that you have. So, I mean, I understand the chemistry standpoint. It takes a while for everybody to mesh. But to see the way that they're defensively just struggling, it has to be concerning at this point.
Absolutely.
It's got to be to a point where you're like, this is very much a routine. This is habit. I mean, this is.
Yeah, there's no reason to think that it's not going to be like this for a while. It's not something that you can fix or it just goes away, because it's part of your identity at this point. It's what LSU baseball does. They kick it around.
All right, we're going to try and link up here with Kim Mulkey coming up here in a few minutes on the Jordy Culotta Show. As we said, Kim Mulkey was named the AP National Coach of the Year last night. Very deserved, obviously, after her first season in Baton Rouge. We will recap that with her next here on the Jordy Culotta Show. Remember, daily, we are brought to you by Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works. You can find our friends nowhere on social media. They have had great success in starting the company and now keep it running with Jude Barker and his crew, which you can get in touch with them easily by giving them a call. When you give them a call, make sure to mention the Jordy Culotta Show. The number is 225-776-2431. 225-776-2431. They are number one and a number two business, specializing in all works of plumbing, industrial, commercial, residential. They have 30-year employees, and they got some of the new and up-and-coming workforce on Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works staff. They cover Greater Baton Rouge every single day. 2 trucks on the road in Baton Rouge each day, so if you need some work over here, get in touch with Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works, 225-776-2431. 225-776-2431. Mention the Jordy Culotta Show for 15% off. No website, no social media. That's due to the high demand. And it wild.
So just word of mouth and phone calls?
2022.
They're changing the game. We're going back to the rotary phone.
Man.
Yeah.
Call the phone.
225 a pager.
225-776-2431. Number one and the number two business. Our friends Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works. We will have Kim Mulkey next year on the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eye for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyecenters.com. That is southerneyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out, southerneyecenters.com, and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway.
Let Morales Roll-Offs know your desired delivery. Looking to book a dumpster but no idea how? We've made it quick and easy for you. Check out our website at moralesrolloffs.com. Let Morales Roll-Offs know your desired delivery date, and finally, provide your contact details. To make payment, look out for an email invoice with all your booking details. On delivery day, our driver will notify you through text and email that your dumpster is ready and on the way. Now you know how easy and convenient it is. Call Morales Roll-Offs at 225-427-0000 for your dumpster.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Chance, don't doubt me, you're not my man. Don't at me, you're not.
All right, just running a little tutorial here with the AP Women's Coach of the Year on how to join a video call here. We're not going to do the video with Coach Mulkey. We're going to do a little audio call as she is bouncing around all over the country this morning. She flew in to San Antonio last night to scoop up her award. And now she is back in Baton Rouge, and hopefully she has climbed the mountain of technology, which is obviously not the forte of the Hall of Famer, the AP Coach of the Year, the Athletics Coach of the Year. Somehow the conference didn't think that was good enough to name her Coach of the Year, but she is the National Coach of the Year, which is something that we laughed about over the last couple of weeks because we figured that she was going to be a prime candidate for, and she turns out to be the winner. She deserves it, and she is here with us, hopefully, on this Friday morning. Coach, good morning. How are you? Coach Mulkey?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Good morning. How are you?
I hope you don't see me. I'm laying in the bed.
That's why we had to bail off the video calls. I said, "You okay for a video?" She says, "Hell no, I'm not doing a video call. Are you out of your mind?" No, we cannot see you. It's all good. All we can do is hear you. The last 24 hours for you, wild. Let's start with that. Congratulations on your award. But what is the travel must be crazy? You were kind of back and forth to San Antonio, right?
No, actually, I went to Minneapolis. That's where the Final Four is. So we loaded a charter yesterday, several of us from LSU and a few of my coaches, and the rest of the coaches are already at the Final Four. And so we did the award and headed back.
Coach, you told us when you got the job, your first press conference, you want to be positive for LSU in the state. I think that was accomplished in year one, correct? Like when you look back on it, and if that was one of your goals, what your team was able to accomplish was something that you were looking to do and provide to the state. Do you look back on year one and say that was a success?
Oh, I think we were positive in many respects. My goodness. And when I said that, Jordy, I didn't know what kind of year we would have, how many wins and losses. There was no way to know that. I meant being a positive in the community, being positive in that people enjoyed watching you play, be a good role model, speak, go around, let people feel and touch you and draw interest in the program again. And then when we started winning, people came, and even in the losses, people came back. And that's what I meant. You're the flagship university. This program has a history of great women's basketball, and it's been neglected for a while for whatever reason. And I just wanted to be a positive. This is my home state. I came back for that reason, and I left a dynasty. And wow, what a year! And I will remember this year, along with all my years, but especially this year, my first year at LSU.
You've had incredible challenges both as an athlete and as a coach. Where does this season rank as far as the challenges that you took on in that profession?
Well, you only have first years, and so this was my first year, and so I'll never compare the future years to the first year, just as I didn't at Baylor, but it certainly is going to rank up there as just a memorable year. Most coaches and all of us in the profession, we get judged by wins and losses, and you get to move up to a category that they call the elite when you win championships, because championships are so hard to win. You have so many great coaches that coached a lifetime and never won a championship. I don't tend to judge people on championships. I judge coaches on the talent they have on the floor, and are they overachieving with that talent? And this is going to go down as equal to all those championships because this team overachieved. This team gave me everything they had. This team won games against more talent. And that's why I really, really will be indebted to the kids on this team.
I think your personality covers up a lot of your great coaching tactics that you implement on your teams. I think people want the soundbite from you rather than learning on how you're so dominant. When you look at the stats that LSU has accomplished this year, you averaged 13 points more this season than the team did last year. LSU was 14th in scoring in the league last year and moved up to second in the SEC, in shooting percentage, and finished the season number 1 in scoring in the SEC. What went into coaching the group and getting them better every day and letting them know that they could accomplish things like that? I mean, when you look at 13 points a game, I mean, that's an incredible jump year to year. Coach?
Things are simple for them. What do they do well? Are they mid-range shooters? Are they three-point shooters? Do we have to get to the rim and get to the foul line a lot? We got to the foul line a tremendous amount of time. Now, we weren't a great free throw shooter, and ironically, our best players were not great free throw shooters, but we continued to get there. That would be the first thing I'd say. The second thing would be the addition of Alexis Morris. And when we lost her during the playoffs, we lost those 17 points she brought to the table. You can't just make that up in a short period of time. But I don't want to say faked it, but we just kept moving on. Next man up. We can't do anything about injuries. And so I would say those two things probably did more than anything.
Now, going into year 2, after you establish this program, where does it go from here?
Well, we have to calm the community down in such a way where they stay excited, but they understand we may not and probably won't have the kind of year next year or even the next like we did this year. And that is because you lose 5 seniors that were experienced and have been, at this level. We now will turn to what most people do when they're rebuilding a program. We will turn to young people and youth, and you can't rush that. Only time helps that. And so we're going to be in that major rebuilding, mode next year after losing the 5 seniors. So let everybody know now, the sky will not be falling. You'll have those that don't understand, and I will spend most of my time making them understand those 5 seniors mattered.
How's the health on Alexis Morris?
Good. That's just an injury that takes time. It's not surgery, and she tried to come back, and she did in the Jackson State game, give us 8 free throws, and then tried to play some in the Ohio State game. And you just can't move laterally like that. Yeah. Because of the fear factor. That's more mental than it is probably anything. And I just wasn't going to put her in that position, particularly since we were behind early in the game and we pressed a lot. So just time. And I haven't gotten just a recent update. I don't expect to because we're in the off season and she's got all summer for it to heal.
How's Kramer's journey right now? I know that this is a real severe time in baseball, especially being what's going to be established for the season. What are you hearing on LSU's former All-American shortstop and your son?
Well, I can give you a couple things, and then I'll tell you not a cute story, but just a story about dealing with pro baseball. He leaves tomorrow for AAA, and we all knew that that's where he would start. He knew that as well. He's so close. He's just waiting, sadly, for somebody to get hurt or traded. That's the way it works. But he's ready. He's major league material now, and I think people will tell you that. But a great story last week. They are, in spring training. He's with the big leaguers, and they got to go 30 minutes to St. Petersburg to play the Mets. Well, the Mets announced that they were pitching DeGrom and Scherzer, the 2 best pitchers ever.
Yep.
They're off the charts, the best. So 4 of the big leaguers decided, I'm not doing that. This is spring training. Why the heck am I going to go 30 minutes and face those guys? So guess who gets to play in that game?
Hell yeah.
Well, Kramer gets to play in that game. Well, naturally, he's seeing stuff that's just off the charts, but he did make contact one time, and so we've had a good time laughing about that. And but yeah, it was just cute. I said, there's a reason those big leaguers weren't going to go and get on that bus or car and drive to face those 2 guys, and you got thrown in there. But hey, what a memory you have.
Same one that he took deep on Clayton Kershaw last year in the minors, as he took Kershaw deep. This feels like this is his year. Everybody that you follow that covers minor league and have seen him the past couple of months and years feel like that he is, like you just said, major league material. Last one, Coach, and I'll get you out of here. Transfer portal. How do you approach that in recruiting?
Same way everybody else does. You have your end-of-season meetings, which I will have next week. You will find out if any of your kids are leaving. And then that'll give you a gauge of how many you can sign or you want to sign. We're in the portal every day. We definitely will bring some transfers in, preferably right now, only kids who have 1 year, because I want to build this program and have a foundation of high school kids. If you just load up on transfers all the time, you're not going to get good high school players because they're going to want to, be thrown out there. They want to take their licks out there as a young person. So you have to be careful. Now, some coaches will load up on it a lot because, one, they may be struggling to keep their job or they got to win now. I'm not gonna have that kind of panic situation. I'm not afraid to lose. I'm not afraid to take my lumps in building it the right way. But yes, we will be in the portal. We already have commitments from some in the portal. We just have not released it yet, and I'll see after I meet with my players individually if any of them leave.
Coach, congratulations. It's incredible to see the turnaround that LSU women's basketball has experienced in just year one under your direction, and the future is extremely bright. Thank you for joining us this morning on a hell of a day of travel, and you look great in bed this morning, by the way. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding.
Our live viewers are going through the roof.
I am kidding. I am kidding.
Yeah, you're right. They sure would. Y'all take care.
All right,
Bye-bye.
see you. There she is, Coach Kim Mulkey, checking in this morning, giving us a little insight. National Coach of the Year, deserves it after an incredible turnaround. Tigers won 9 games last season, win 25 in year one, end up the number 2 seed in the SEC, a number 3 seed in the tournament. Where the first time back since 2014. But some of those numbers that we were talking about, I didn't realize that they had gone. Last year, they were averaging 60 points a game and go to 73 points a game this season. They finished the league last year 12th in scoring. They finished this season number 1 in scoring. Last season, their shooting percentage was 38.6 from the field, which was 14th in the league, dead last. This year, they shoot 44.3% from the field, which is good for second in the league. I mean, those types of turnarounds. Anybody that ever tells you coaching does not matter, the example that you should give them is either 2019 LSU football, where you could look at Joe Brady, but that's kind of failed and flawed now that you look at Burrow and what he's done everywhere. But you look at Kim Mulkey and the impact that she has had on this program in just one season. Not only the feeling of it and the ticket sales and everything that goes into her big personality, but on the floor, how much better they got. I mean, those numbers, those don't lie. I mean, they couldn't score last season. They were the worst in the league. This year, I mean, they have learned how to score the ball effectively. Go from averaging 60 points a game to 73 points a game. Your shooting percentage jumps up nearly 10 points in just 1 year. I mean, that is worthy of National Coach of the Year. So, congratulations to Coach Mulkey. Incredible how bright the future is when thinking about LSU women's basketball right now. I mean, it really is. It is exciting to think what the future is going to hold. And like she said, I mean, there'll be some setbacks because of the personnel that you lost with the veterans. But I think that she's been doing this long enough where she knows she can kind of set herself up with a little grace period. And at the end of the year next season, I expect them to be contending. You know what I mean? Like, I know that they won't have the leadership and the seniors and everybody that she would like to have in the program, but with her coaching and with the type of mentality that she's going to build on the team, you're always going to be a contender, in my opinion. Always.
And she does it differently than most people, right? Like, she's not a big believer in shooting a lot of threes or anything like that. She almost does basketball backwards. She's a little old school in that mentality also, which seems to work for every team she coaches on. So you can't really knock her for not getting with the times. That she can be on video call. She can run an offense. I mean, don't sleep on old Kim Mulkey.
She cannot do the video call.
I mean, she was connected.
It was a very step-by-step hand-holding process.
I was proud of you
there.
for getting her through there.
What do you mean to do? Yell at Mulkey?
No. I'm saying you understood a little bit of it too.
Yeah,
You're like,
right,
all right,
right,
we
right.
do this. We're here. We can hear.
There is levels and generations of dinosaurs.
Right.
She is a T-Rex. I mean, like, the thing was staring at her in her face. I mean, it was like, it says join the call. I was like, yeah, well, Coach, you click join the call.
Imagine what would happen if you clicked
like,
it.
hit that real quick and see what happens.
See what happens. Well, I don't want to.
So Darius Days. All right, D-Days, which we are really looking forward to talking to Darius. He's got class at 8:30 this morning. And I hit D last night and said, man, I know you got class at 8:30. Let us give you a video call at 8 a.m. And he just hit me back and said, man, I actually want to come sit down in studio with you. So I said, man, we love to have that. Anytime that works for you, you let us know. So we will let you know what time Darius Days can get here, and we'll sit down with us. And really looking forward to that conversation, man, because it's been an incredible 4-year run for Days, right? I mean, think about the the chapter of the book titled Darius Days, when you think about the last 5 years of LSU basketball, he's been here for nearly every day of it. He was in that recruiting class that was, so critical and criticized by the national media. He played with the target on his back as a member of LSU's basketball program, and he was here in Will Wade's final season that ultimately did not see Wade finish the year, and somebody that meant so much to him. So,
do you mean today? You think, or just in the future?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear. We should find out something here in the next couple of minutes. Remember, daily we're brought to you by Cajun Ready Mix Concrete, CajunRMC.com. CajunRMC.com is where you can find them online. No job too big, too small for Cajun Ready Mix. Remember, whether it's industrial, residential, municipal, they can help you out this morning. Cajun Ready Mix has 9 locations, 9 concrete locations around the greater Baton Rouge area, which means if you order concrete, if you are expecting concrete on your construction site or at your home or at your project, it'll get to you on time and to the exact specifications. Find out where those plants are located or find out all the contact information to Cajun Ready Mix online at CajunRMC.com. CajunRMC.com, a fantastic website to learn more about how Cajun Ready Mix can help you out with your project today. Get involved with us here on the Jordy Culotta Show. Make sure you hit that like button, share button, comment button. Make sure you stay involved with us. We appreciate you being here on this Friday morning.
Button.
Yeah, please hit
Drive
that subscribe
to 10K.
button. We are our push for 10,000 is on here for the Jordy Culotta Show. We're about 500 left here, about 500 subscribers short. So we're really looking forward to getting over that 10,000 subscriber barrier. If you can help us out this morning and are not subscribed, make sure and hit that subscription button, and we will be with you every morning, Monday through Friday. Still stunned how many 3-star Ohio States, how many threes Ohio State hit versus LSU in that game. Just stupid. Kenner talking about Kim Mulkey's last game versus Ohio State. Slade Bolden writes in, good morning, Jordy. Have we
Wait.
talked about... No.
Oh.
I think it's somebody trolling in the.
It's got nothing
if it
else
is,
to do with this time.
Slade, hit us up, bro.
Video call.
Slide in the DMs. We'd love to have you on.
You're probably the same size as Rico.
Good morning, Jordy. Have we talked about how Mr. McMahon will never be as good of a friend to you as Will Wade? Can't wait to hear about it again. I don't get it. Sean Simeon. I'm going to watch every LSU women's game live and the LSU men's game on tape delay next season. You might see a ticket shift from LSU men's basketball to LSU women's basketball next season. It is going to be wild to see just how the program starts to run once she gets all of her players in, right? Like, I mean...
Would you say that this was an absolute shock? Like, I think she was even a little surprised at how well the season went, considering.
Yes.
Because when we interviewed her the first time she was announced as the head coach, she said, I can't do this quickly. I'm going to need time. And it turns out that was time within the season. I thought she meant like 2 or 3 years to get her program and her people in. But it turns out it was just that it's almost like this could be a victim of her own success going into next year.
Could be.
Yep.
She was trying to start the storyline right
Already.
there.
She does a great job of setting the bar very low for herself despite
does.
winning Coach of the Year.
She does. So thank you to Coach Mulkey for stopping by here on the Jordy Culotta Show. Tomorrow, LSU football is back in action. LSU football, a complete open practice, and our crew. Let me see our room over there. Lizzie, we got Stewie and we got Noah. Noah on the neck flex there. Both of you out there tomorrow at a full practice?
Ron will be out there.
Yeah, Ron.
I'm sure Jack hadn't made it to a practice yet, so I'm sure he'll want to go.
Bonnet told me the other day when he saw me, Culotta, you got more staff members than the Advocate does. Goddamn right, Bonnet.
That's right.
An army over here. Tell everyone we're taking over. But tomorrow, full practice. Get to see kind of start to finish. This is something new for media members around Baton Rouge. Neither Ogeron nor Miles allowed anybody in past certain points of practice. Never would allow you to see a complete practice. So let's start with Noah, who has been to Noah, how many practices have you been to?
Only one.
Oh, so you've only been to one.
Yep.
So tomorrow you have a chance to see the entire football program on the practice field for about an hour and a half. What's the first thing you're looking at?
My big thing, I want to see the offensive line work.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the room that's got the the biggest amount of improvement necessary. And we saw what it looked like last year, and there's so many new faces. I just want to see kind of where the players stack up.
Stewie, you've been out there a lot. How many practices, Stewie?
One.
One?
Who's going to these things? Is it just Ron?
Is this Ronnie?
Ron's been the consistent, but we've been swapping out with Ronnie.
It didn't sound like it. I heard one from both of you, and then I heard Ron's out there.
Relax.
None from Jack.
One?
Good Lord.
Yeah, right. So, Stewie, what are you looking at tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'll be looking at defensive backs.
Okay.
Because we talked about it earlier. There's so many new faces in this group. So I just want to see these new transfers and see if they really stack up with this receiver room.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where the defensive backs. Nobody says quarterback. Interesting.
I mean,
Because
everybody's looking at
that's where
quarterback.
everybody's looking. I want to see something from the other position groups because that's the position groups that we'll need in the long run. Like, quarterback's going to settle itself.
Speaking of offensive line, Vanderbilt offensive line transfer Tyler Steen is down to 4 schools and expected to make a decision either Monday or Tuesday, according to 247 Sports. He's down to Alabama, LSU, Virginia, and Kentucky are the 4 schools. Steen was in Tuscaloosa on an official visit last week. He did tour Baton Rouge a little before that. I believe he was in Baton Rouge 2 weeks ago. An interesting note about the Tigers and the secondary recruitment is that he has a teammate here that went to LSU. LSU also recently hired former Vanderbilt staff member Corey Phillips away from NC State, and he was the big reason why Steen was initially considering the Wolfpack. While now LSU was able to steal a visit away from Steen and really put a good foot forward according to everybody that was there. Now, it sucks that Alabama saw him last, and that's usually kind of the winner in these types of recruitments of whoever sees him last is usually going to be the one that has, the most, the clearest thought about. That was the last piece that he's seen, the person and program that Steen had seen. He started 30 games at Vanderbilt. He was a 3-star recruit coming out of St. Thomas Aquinas school down in Florida. LSU's got a couple of players, including Marlon Martinez and Marcus Dumerville on the offensive line, who has attended St. Thomas Aquinas. So there's a couple of players on the team that are familiar with him. But he turned into a really solid player for Vanderbilt over the last couple of seasons and somebody that LSU could really benefit by adding into that offensive line room. We'll see what his decision is. It comes down to a Monday or Tuesday choice, according to 247 Sports. LSU is one of the 4 finalists that is in the group and will have a chance to win out. I would imagine if playing time means a lot to Steen, and I know that Steen comes in with a very high reputation and a pretty solid resume, that he would look at LSU and understand that there is a lot of playing time available on LSU's offensive line if he comes in and is healthy and is motivated, because it feels like every spot's up for grabs. I mean, it really does. When you go out there, it feels like a group with little to zero stability right now. So hopefully LSU can pick up another offensive line commitment and player in Tyler Steen, who, as we said, is down to his Final 4. All right, coming up in hour 2, we got Foodie Friday.
How many years does he have left to play?
2.
2? 2 to play 2?
2 to play 2.
Do you remember when, was that Bettenberger where everybody got confused about eligibility and how much years he had left on?
Yeah.
Good Lord, it's like he has 3 to play 4, 2 to play 2, 2 to play 1.
Well, what the deal with Mettenberger was that he hadn't redshirted yet.
Right.
Like he had not worn his red shirt.
But he had transferred in.
So LSU was able to redshirt him on his transfer year, which is why he had 2 years left.
2 to play 2.
Right.
Wild time.
And Mettenberger didn't really hit his stride until that second half of the Alabama game, his junior year.
I don't think they let him.
Yeah, that's true. That was some Les Miles stuff. All right, hour 2 coming your way. Make sure and follow, hit the share button. And remember, City Cafe's got daily lunch specials. If you're looking for lunch specials here on this Friday, good Lenten lunch specials, stop in to see City Cafe, citycafebr.net on O'Neill and George O'Neill. Been there for 100 years in business, where good friends meet. citycafebr.net. Stop in and see them today for lunch, for the great Lunch Friday special. And then don't forget, brunch on Sundays. Their brunch opens up at Sundays at 10 a.m. over there on O'Neill and George O'Neill. Tell them you heard it right here on the Jordy Culotta Show. Hour 2 of the Culotta Show coming at you. We will talk to Nathan Velaquez coming up at 8:30 this morning. Looking forward to our Foodie Friday segment. Compliments of our friends over at Iverstines. We will talk to the cooking couple coming up here at the end of the hour, and we will be eating going into the weekend here on our Foodie Friday. Don't forget, Mikey Matuk's Mic'd Up will originate from Uncle Earl's today, 3:30 to 5:30. If you do not have afternoon plans in the capital city and you're looking for a little pregame before LSU baseball's Game 2 versus Auburn this afternoon, stop in Uncle Earl's and check out Mic'd Up, 3:30 to 5:30 from over at on Perkins Road, in between Acadian and College Drive.
Oh, great day for it, 75.
Oh, it's a beautiful
sunny.
day. It's a beautiful day, bro.
God damn it, I need to be on the golf course, Mikey.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Jordy Culotta Show. You just going to walk through like that? We'll be back with Hour 2 next.
How was the track meet, Katie?
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southernyecenters.com. That is southernyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out. southernyecenters.com and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway.
Greatest April Fool's prank of all time that LSU's ever done? The purple field. We're on.
Got him.
Got him. It really did get people, which is a shame.
LSU is actually turfing the field in Tiger Stadium today.
People would riot.
They're going against the grass. They're going against the natural grass, and they're going to put down the artificial turf today.
It's going to be gold this
in
time.
LSU field. Yes, it'll be gold.
Did they do that before? They did this trick before?
They did the purple.
And it went viral.
Wait, they actually did it? Or
No,
they sent out a photo of
they did it.
Stop.
And then they had to rip it up.
For sure. They did
I didn't know if they covered it with something, or I don't know. When did this happen? What was the joke?
April Fool's, maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it still had Facebook, so it was probably longer ago than that.
Still had Facebook.
That's how I saw it. I was like, what are they doing?
That's how you measure the time?
Yes.
That was like a play on the Washington State. Not Washington State. Who is it? Where Cooper Kupp played.
Yeah, they just had the red field.
They had the red field.
And they just said that. LSU was like, we're going to go purple.
Right.
And people believed it.
Oh, yeah. The real
Who put that out there?
LSU did.
Oh, they
LSU
did?
Football put it out.
They did.
It was like a tweet.
Did people freak out?
Yeah. Don't touch the grass. But that's why Bayou Country
Clearly.
Superfest stinks. Ruin the field.
Bayou Country Superfest stinks just because it's Bayou Country Superfest.
That too. You see a lot of jean shorts
Lots of jorts.
and boots.
Lots of
Cowboy
boots.
hats.
All right, let's get to a couple of your comments.
You want to talk
inside.
about Bayou Country
Country
Superfest
Well,
tomorrow?
is it not coming back? It's Garth Brooks, right?
Yeah, it's just Garth.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's just Garth.
Superfest, I guess.
Is that it?
I think
think
they.
so.
I think they're done with that forever,
Yeah, I think they are,
right?
too.
What was the deal? It brought a ton of people here.
That
so-
was the problem.
Yeah, I
Oh, it was a problem.
Yeah, the vagrants were in.
Country
Tearing
people
up
are
my
nice.
grass.
Country
yeah, they had to
people are
replace. They had to
tame.
replace LSU's
Yeah.
stadium turf every year. But I don't know what
Crazy.
happened to it. I really don't know. Let's see here. My guy Torque Lewith is losing his mind about Matt McMahon. He says, "How about you talk about McMahon for taking over this program that was down in the Dweller?" Then he says, "We have a head basketball coach, and all this show seems to care about is the old one." Torque then goes on to say, "Will Wade didn't even address the team when they got rid of him. You sound more like a Wade stan than an LSU media personality. The point is, you have shown zero support to the guy that we have now."
That's not true.
Torque, help us understand why you support the guy who sanctioned us and potentially messed
Oh,
up
he still
LSU
goes off on the same
basketball
guy.
near
mad.
the LSU future so hard. He wasn't the one who sanctioned us, but he was the cause for it. Torque,
Before you jump on my grammar and dodge it.
Torque, I'm not. Your grammar needs a lot of help. I'm trying to read your stuff out loud and read it on the air here, live, without reading it the first time, and I'm stumbling all over your damn mistypes and your wording. I am over the fact that LSU basketball coach has moved on from Will Wade. If you want me to tell you that Will Wade is the reason that LSU basketball is in this instance, okay, but the NCAA has proven nothing. The NCAA has essentially handed over to LSU the same exact thing that they've handed to Kansas. Kansas has 5 level 1 violations against Bill Self and the program. This weekend, Kansas and Bill Self are playing in another Final Four. The day after Kansas was announced as a 1 seed, the day before Kansas was announced as a 1 seed, LSU fired Will Wade for the same allegations without proof. If we're going to bang on Wade, all right, that's fine. But what McMahon has in front of him, I'm not criticized McMahon at all. What I'm saying about Matt McMahon is that where LSU is right now in its basketball program, where they don't know what the penalties are going to be, they have players fleeing the program every day. 12 as of right now are leaving, and I would expect Alex Fudge to be next. Is that Matt McMahon has the most challenging coaching jobs, not in basketball, in SEC sports, maybe modern history, where he's got to totally rebuild a roster, a program, and he's got a hell of a challenge. And as far as the hire goes, LSU could not have done better. They could have done any better than Matt McMahon. Guy is solid, well coached. His teams are well coached, comes with a good reputation, and as where LSU is right now, I don't think that they could have done any better. I really don't. But the challenge that he has is incredible. And I know people are begging me to move on from the LSU.
I was
Will
gonna
Joseph.
say.
Will
I
Joseph
mean,
is begging you to move
It's
on.
just but I mean, like the people who you're criticizing me. I'm not criticizing McMahon, man. He's got an incredible challenge. He's got a hell of a challenge.
Well, everyone knows
front of him.
that.
How many times do you
That's
think they
not-
can get you to fall into this trap?
A lot.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like this is just
Every day.
Charlie Brown.
A lot.
Pull the
Yeah.
football.
A lot.
I mean, was Torque at my track meet last night? Because I got these questions there too about you.
Oh, it was Torque Rico?
About what?
What is
Is
Jordy's
Torque double
relationship
Rico?
with Will Wade? It's all
We
the
ate lunch
time.
together yesterday.
I know. I tell
He's helping him
people
move
that.
out.
Really?
Helping him pack.
I was
He's
hoping
moving, he's moving back to Chattanooga.
he'd come be a co-host here.
We'll get him.
Three
Just
times
won't talk
a week.
about anything.
Yeah.
Torque, you want to call in and do this in person?
Yeah. I mean, we
I mean,
can.
Rico's not.
Remember, Daily, we're brought to you by Hargrove Roofing. Our friend over there, Steele Henry, get in touch with him. 318-229-7266. If you had any damage earlier this week with the windstorm that came through the South Louisiana or the last couple of weeks, tornadoes over in New Orleans, windstorms down here, any type of weather that has affected your roof, get in touch with Steel Henry, 318-229-7266, 318-229-7266. Hargrove Roofing, know who's on your roof. Get in touch with them. So a brutal scene last night at the track meet.
Just long, that's a long day.
Yeah.
For a school day. I don't know why they do these during the week. Very long, very unorganized.
Well, you would complain if it was on the weekend, 100%.
No, I mean, I've done it on the weekend. I mean, Jordy was at the last one I was at on the weekend.
Yeah.
Beautiful
If it was
day,
every
noon
weekend?
to 5, like you're done. But like a school night's hard with kids. Like not getting home till 10 o'clock and being at a track meet all day.
Yeah, that's
Did y'all
why
win?
a lot of people don't run track.
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, there were a million events. Like, yeah, we won some.
I think.
No. Did she? I don't care.
Oh,
About the
no,
team.
she did not. They actually put her in the wrong heat. They put her
Sweet,
in a
sweet.
faster heat.
So I showed up.
But then
and
they
y'all
were
didn't know where to
excited
put her.
about her coaches were excited about
Get in the
that.
car,
It was a
Sophie. Let's get the hell
mistake.
outta
I
here.
was mad. She's like, don't yell at me. It's not my fault. I was like, I'm just very frustrated from sitting out here for so long.
It's so hot, Bob needs a
in the car.
cocktail.
It was like burning up and then freezing by the time night fell.
God,
Terrible.
that's brutal.
Terrible.
That is brutal.
Would you rather do early morning soccer on the weekends?
No, I've done
With your
that.
kids?
Early morning anything.
I've done that. I've done all of it.
Early morning anything. I'm telling you, early morning anything is the best because it frees up your
Yeah,
day.
Yes.
Like we're playing in an AAU tournament this weekend in Pensacola, so we'll be taking off mid. I'm going to try to get some beach time in. I mean, this is going to be the only day that we can make the
Have
beach.
you checked the weather?
It's beautiful,
Beautiful.
Perfect.
beautiful.
Cold?
Little crisp, but
Do you keep the shirt on
No.
on the beach no matter the like if
Gotta
it's
get the
cold or
base,
not?
bro.
Yeah,
You
but
mean
if
if
the sun's
it's
not
like
out.
freezing?
Yeah, if it's windy and kind
just
of
the
cold.
wind.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be out there
Well,
like
just some people just pop the top
topless?
as soon as they get on the beach. They're like, I'm with them at the beach.
Absolutely, I'm a top popper.
Yeah. See? I keep my shirt on, get in the water.
You
Wow,
probably
do you
do.
really?
He probably does.
Fucking weirdo.
I mean, we've seen you shower twice.
Dark
fully
shirt
clothed.
too at that.
Yeah.
At the beach in a black
Well, I
dry
don't want my
fit.
nipples to pop out. They're pierced.
I wish they were.
They definitely would once you got them wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you think
Let's
glass
do
is
that.
made
Let's
with all
pierce
that
your nipples
sand?
today.
We can do
that
that.
should be a bet.
Oh
pierced
my
nipple?
God,
Shit, I
that's
mean,
a great bet.
That's
For
that's
what?
like a fantasy league,
Something.
like a bracket challenge.
Get it on
like,
video.
was it one of your boys who took the ACT?
No, we just talked about that. That was a bet for.
Yeah.
No, he had to
fantasy
do
league,
stand-up
but-
comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
5
That's a
minutes.
great one.
Yeah, that's
Piercing your
awful.
nipple would be an incredible consequence of losing a league.
I feel like
And you have to do it sober.
Sober and like on film.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? And keep the nipple ring through a
In.
summer.
Right. You have to wear it every time you take your
Like
shirt
through
off.
it, like through a summer.
It would turn into a great bit.
It would.
Well, you have to wear it through the summer. You can't take that thing
It'll
out
close
for a
up.
while.
Really?
Do you do it with a gun or do you have to do a needle through the nipple?
This is brutal. Like, can we not?
We're all just kind of like,
I mean, I
ugh.
hope it's a
have no
gun for your
experience.
sake.
Yeah.
if you
I
lose
feel
the
like it's
bet.
a needle through the nipple.
It might be a needle.
I think it
And
is a
that's
needle through the
awful.
nipple.
I mean, I don't know
I've
how
had
you do
needles
the
in
gun.
my
The
ears,
gun
and
makes
it's
a
the
lot of
worst
sense
thing.
on the ear.
Let me ask around.
I don't know if
Right.
it's a gun.
Go through your Tinder, Stewie.
I mean, that would be rough.
A little mass text for the crew here this morning.
I
a
mean,
little
you'd
help on
have
the
to,
show.
Like, pinch the nipple.
It's for
and-
work. Wait, do they do it like they did in Parent Trap, where piece of ice, lemon, numb it up, go through?
No, you would
Did
go
you
to
say
like
a piece of ice,
professional, unless
lemon?
you want one of us to do it. What lemon?
You've never seen that movie, Parent Trap?
Yes,
They
I don't
pierce each
recall
other's
a
ears?
lemon being used though. Sophie pierced her friend's ears with ice.
Wow.
I mean,
What are
yeah,
y'all
they,
doing
we
over
were
there?
pissed. She
I
did it her
bet.
friends out. We had no idea. I couldn't even believe of all people. I'm like, Sophie pierced your kid's ears?
How'd it
like,
look?
what? It was good. I mean, I was like, dang. I mean,
Sterilized
there
it?
you go.
Wow.
Yeah, they did the whole thing. She did it with a needle.
Dixie Normus says Lloyd already has at least one pierced nipple. Bet. Flash the camera, Lloyd.
No way. I just started at 45. I can't yet. Give me a month.
You have to wait for your after.
That's why he doesn't want to take the before and after pictures.
That's right.
Yeah, the befores would be brutal.
know if
Rico's
you had
still
one.
trying to claim that he's 6'4". Rico, this bit is now 2 weeks old. Nobody believes you were 6'4" unless you call into the show and prove your height. Nobody believes.
Should we just block Rico? Until
No,
he
hell
calls
no. We
in,
don't block
though?
anybody.
I
don't
know,
block
but
anyone.
like,
Block
Except
call
for
in,
Redface.
Rico. This is getting old. Just call in and show us who you are.
Final four tomorrow in New Orleans.
Got the Prince Albert piercing though. I got the Prince Albert. No nipples.
Really?
No.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Prince Albert's your penis.
Oh, it is? Stop. Did everyone know that in here?
I did not.
No.
Okay.
Wait, did he say Prince?
I thought I was like,
Is it Prince Harry?
one.
I think it's Prince
I
Harry.
have no
Maybe Prince
idea.
Harry. Either way, it's
I don't know. I've never heard
some
either of
old
those.
English prince or king. He had his penis pierced.
What,
Named
Lloyd?
it after him. Read a book, y'all.
I don't
Jesus.
know about that. I'm not sure about
Do we have a
that.
poll question up today?
Should we? Yeah, well, I
Yes.
did. I put up the LSU.
Jordy, Rico says, ask Embody right now if
So
he's 6'4".
everybody's on here somewhere.
No, I'm not, Rico.
Yeah,
Just call us and show
Everybody
us.
enters a video calls, Rico.
Right.
Yeah, Rico.
is
Just
all-
send us your damn number.
Just call in.
This mouse, dude, it just disappears.
Did
are we
anybody
talking
see?
about?
Does anybody watch Bussin' with the Boys podcast
Yes.
with Will Compton and Taylor Lewan? Did you see that they had on Fred Taylor, former Florida running back? I love this. And just to give you an idea of how out of touch and how selective and how much of a sham the NCAA is, Fred Taylor got on the – I mean, this stuff has been happening forever. The SMU stuff. I mean, Fred Taylor went to Florida, was on a national championship team in 1996, and he told a story on Bussin' with the Boys about how the University of Georgia gave Fred Taylor about $50,000 to come to school in Athens. He ended up in Gainesville, and Taylor just told the story about he had kept the money. It's like Eric Dickerson when Texas A&M gave him the Trans Am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
He still
SMU
posted a
shit. It's like,
picture
hey,
with-
what do we need to do, man? They gave me a new car. I'm taking it. This stuff has been happening for decades. And look, no purpose here other than to say that the NCAA coming in and selectively choosing who they want to punish, when they want to punish them, is the biggest stand-up comedy act of all time. Because the entire audience is doing what what you think this particular school is doing. I mean, it's they've been doing it. Fred Taylor was in school in the early 90s. SMU was in the 80s. Jerry Tarkanian and UNLV was in the 70s. John Wooden and UCLA was in the 60s. I mean, this stuff has been going on forever. And the fact that we're still falling at the sword of these old white men's office in Indianapolis is a joke. I mean, it really is. To say out loud what the NCAA is and what the consumer and what the schools, a part of intercollegiate athletics governed by the NCAA, how they have operated for decades. And they are still allowed to come in and selectively choose who, where, what they want to bring down on schools, programs, and universities is, I mean, come on. What are we doing?
It's the greatest April Fool's joke of all time.
Of all time. I mean, Fred Taylor is on a pod. I mean, they're laughing about $50,000 being exchanged in duffel bags. And, like, they're like, Fred, the story goes is that they handed you $50K in a duffel bag. And Fred's response was, it wasn't a duffel bag. I mean, like, it's so, like, out loud funny of just how long and blatant this stuff has been going on. And I don't know if y'all have heard, but Will Wade was fired 2 weeks. I'm just
Oh my God. I was like, wait, hold on.
bunch of
There's no way
soft
you're
ass
segueing into that.
motherfuckers out there. man.
Tori's about to
Just
lose
bunch of
his damn
soft
mind right
ass
now.
mother-
He's already Googled us. He's on his way up here.
He's friends with Will Wade. How do I listen to this show?
You all liked it when we were together.
Friends with Will Wade
Do you
or
know
something?
even who Matt McMahon is? Shut up.
We'll get there.
Good God, shut up. Stuff's been going on for decades, man. I mean, like, Fred Taylor. No, man, they were in a duffel bag. He told a story about how he was going down to, he used to use the excuse to go see a Florida booster in South Florida, and he said every time I'd show up, it'd be between 1,500 and 3,000 cash. He was like, I just went to the guy's house like 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, it's like I just show up for nothing. And I was like, here you go, Fred. Here you go,
You
Fred.
know that guy was going back to Georgia going, oh, dude, I got
we
Fred
got
Taylor
him.
in the
Fred
bag.
Taylor's in the bag.
He comes to see me 3 times a week.
He won't leave my house.
What happened to him? He's in Florida.
Right.
Did you see what
That
Coach
happened.
K is having at it with the NCAA also?
Yes, I love that. I read that
My
article last
two
night.
sworn
Perfect
enemies.
timing on
Okay,
K. Huh?
he's
Yeah,
out the
right.
door.
I got 2 games left, maybe.
I
By the
love
way,
it.
the NCAA's a sham. Thanks, buddy.
He was such a smart ass in it.
He's such a that's what he
You
is.
should like that. You
No,
should
I know
like
this
that.
is two of my
Okay.
ideals clashing. I don't know what to think. I hate
Okay.
Mark Emmert and I hate Coach K, but now they're both going at each other. It's kind of what I watch roll the ball out and see what happens.
You
I
wanna go
loved
Monday
everybody
night?
like Clay.
You want to go Monday night and watch the final game?
The tweets on
Coach K will be going home.
No, he'd be there.
I know he is going to win.
You
He'll
think?
be there.
Pierce
I
Nippleback.
do. I think so.
The tweets on everybody seeing Mark Emmert yesterday, like the fact that he existed, like treating him like Bigfoot, was the
It is
funniest
like that.
part. Like, holy shit, this guy's real.
Real.
He exists.
Thought he was always in Napa.
When they asked Coach K if he wanted to hang around and listen to Emmett, he said, "I'm sitting on the edge of my chair." Like he was a smart ass through the whole thing.
I mean, like, what are you gonna tell us, Mark? What are you gonna say that you think's gonna move the room? Just open it up for Q&A. I mean, hey, Mark, back here in the back. You know, how's Bill Self here? How does that happen? He's got 5 level 1s. By the way, the same Kansas assistant coach that was fired on wiretap was talking about $250,000 for Zion, but he ended up at Duke. Any reason how? No? You want to get back to all the BS and fluff that you're going to give this room? I mean, it's just the NCAA. What an incredible fraud they have just put up and just duped the public with.
But they've made a transformation committee now to take care of all this.
Sweet.
It's like, how many committees? do you
BBCs,
form?
baby.
BBC.
How many
I mean-
BBCs can we get?
They just form committee after committee to try to handle
I
it.
mean, yeah, right? Got one in the room at least, huh?
Only one BBC here that I see.
Looking for BBWs, BBCs.
We got
Prince Albert,
Camara and
BBC.
Tyron.
I mean, it's just, yeah, right. Google Tyron.
Oh God, do
One
it.
confirmed for
Good
sure.
Lord.
We've all Googled it.
The work
I
history
think an
computer.
Instagram model was banging on Camara,
For
saying that he wasn't packing.
don't. Oh, that's what happened to MJ, right? And with Scottie Pippen, that's why they didn't like each other.
Really?
That's got to be
Scotty
the
had a
worst thing
weapon.
you can put out there for somebody, right?
Yeah, that would be
Against a
tough to
guy.
handle.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the wave that Pete's Davidson surfing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's literally famous for it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, since the word got out on the street that he was hung like a horse, he's banged
Yeah.
everybody in town.
Yeah, you can't walk across the street.
This guy.
Has to shower every time he goes outside.
Not to mention, like the
Can't wear shorts.
digs he throws at Kanye. I thought that the Kanye "I'm in bed with your wife" dig is still.
That
I
was
mean, that has
awesome.
to be the one that cut his legs out.
Well, that's like if you're playing cards, it's like, here's the ace. If you want to keep playing, like, here's my best card. And
That's
it's like
the best
a
one you can
destroyer.
Oh, that's the biggest dick energy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm in bed with your wife, dude. What do you want?
Like, I
With the
mean,
picture.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just in case you think I'm lying.
Y'all had fine sheets.
Yes, you recognize his headboard, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it's in pieces now.
You left some shoes in here too.
You mind if I get these yays?
Yeah.
Oh
These
my
Yeezys
God.
look like Crocs.
Yeah. Actually, you don't have my size. All right, remember, Daily, we're brought to you here by GoFlow IV. Go check out our friends before you head into the weekend. GoFlow IV, G-E-A-U-X, flowiv.com. Get over there and use the promo code Jordy Culotta Show, and you get 15% off of the latest over there at GoFlow IV. If that's your first time going into GoFlow IV and you're heading into the weekend, looking for some energy, looking for some vitamin infusion in over at GoFlow IV. They also are they offer memberships, 3-month, 6-month, annual memberships if you're looking to stay in over there at GoFlow IV. Make sure to mention the Jordy Culotta Show for the promo code GEAUX, flowiv.com. Nathan Velaquez coming up here in a couple of minutes.
Oh, I got an email.
Will Joseph says, Jordy, I have loved your show for a long time, but you clearly can't see past your own bias. Goes and listens to T-Bob talk Star Wars.
Sweet. Later, Will.
Oh, don't leave us, Will.
No, it's all good, Will.
Don't leave us for
Yeah,
Star
I
Wars.
gotcha.
Come on. We're talking about BBCs. not
We
Star
will,
Wars.
My
Way
mom
more
went to
interesting.
GoFlow yesterday.
How was it?
Good.
Great. First
Yeah.
time.
I
So
think Andrew Messina is going to head to GoFlow, and he
Nice.
gets in town today.
Nice. Make sure and use the promo code
I wonder if she did.
if you're over there. GoFlow IV and Spa, Health and Wellness. Baton Rouge's premier medical spa specializing in IV hydration.
They took all these pictures in Baton Rouge.
Is that me?
There you are.
After F45.
That's not me.
That's Rico.
It's not my chin.
What if it was Rico the whole
It's not
time?
your teeth, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Better than that.
All right, we got our Foodie Fridays here, and we'll have Nathan Velaquez next updating us on Will Smith. What's going on? What's the latest in Hollywood? We will be back with more of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyecenters.com. That is southerneyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out, southerneyecenters.com, and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway.
Live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Back here to the Jordy Culotta Show live here on this Friday as we are getting ready for our Foodie Friday segment. Nathan Velaquez should be tapped in here from a video standpoint as we will catch up with the latest from Nathan as our second opportunity to visit with Nathan this week. Earlier this week he was giving us the latest on the Academy Awards with Chris Rock and Will Smith in the slap heard round the international world. It was
Lloyd, I don't think my mic's on. Oh.
Are we good?
Well, I can't hear. I must put the earphones in. I can't hear anything. My bad. Yeah.
Are we good?
Cool.
All right, let's go to Nathan Velaquez up in New York City to give us our latest in from Hollywood as he checks in a beautiful red polka dotted shirt this morning.
That looks good.
Nathan, good morning. How are you, buddy? Okay, all right.
Did you get a haircut?
Keep talking, Nathan. Keep talking.
Nathan Velaquez. Nathan. There he is. Hello? I just heard him. Let's do this.
I hate technology.
It is the worst thing ever.
Fuck motherfucking technology.
He's right here.
I hate technology. Technology blows elephant
I don't think
nuts.
I've ever heard you sing.
Technology.
It's kind of good.
Yeah. It's kind of soothing.
Donkey dicks. Technology is elephant nuts. Technology.
He can hear us.
Clearly.
Fuck you, technology.
We can't hear him.
Sweet. Can we go audio only?
No, it's the same thing.
All right.
Hold on. Call me back, Nate. Call back. Reconnect.
Yeah, call back, Nate. Sorry about that, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. Another failure here.
Hey, every
FM
now and then
Digital
it
Media.
happens.
Oh, Will Joseph,
With
you stayed.
Our
I knew you were gonna
technology.
leave.
Sorry about that. Remember, Daily, we're brought to
Oh,
you
here he
by
is, here he is, here he is.
Relief Med. Could I use a pound of some Relief Med right now? Be rolling up some big Bob Marley sticks celebrating the NCAA Final Four and depressing and falling into depression over this technology hit that we're taking here on the Culotta Show. I'm looking forward to eating our Foodie Friday segment, but if you have not already been over to Relief Med and gotten your recommendation for medical marijuana, make sure that you do that. RELEAF med.com. ReliefMed.com is where you find them online. Another promo code over there. If you use the promo code Jordy Culotta Show, you'll receive 20% off of your initial purchase over at Relief Med. Going into the weekend, enjoying this beautiful weather, make sure you get your recommendation today from Relief Med, RELEAF med.com. I'm waiting to get the look of approval from Lloyd to see if we can go up to Nathan Velaquez on the video call
I feel like
to
this
close
is
out this Friday.
Like
Lloyd
this
does
is
not
Nate's.
look confident. I still see Nathan in his beautiful red polka dotted shirt up there in New York. I can see that he hears us and that he is recognizing the red shirt compliment. See him fidgeting with his earbuds.
Ooh, that was weird.
That was weird.
That was cool.
I do not see Lloyd giving any type of confidence that he can hear him.
I don't know why this one would happen.
So I think we're going to have to bail
We're going to bail.
on this Friday. Nathan, I love you. Have a great
Nathan,
weekend.
we're sorry.
5-Minute Critic. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Make sure you follow him on social media to
Might be
keep
the
up with the
headphones.
latest.
Headphones. Tell him to do it on his phone.
Lloyd has one more suggestion, Nathan. Maybe dial back in,
From
bail
your
on the
phone.
headphones, and just use your phone. Let's try that one more time, and we'll see if we can't get you in here before we get out of
Headphones
here on the
in,
weekend.
use your phone.
Can you
Headphones
give
in,
me,
use your phone.
Details about Mic'd Up again today. What time? At Uncle Earl's, not Fred's.
It is going to be at Uncle Earl's, and it'll be 3:30 to 5:30.
Okay.
And we really are trying to build a community over there.
Mm-hmm.
And look, Uncle Earl's is great location as far as moving around the city on a Friday afternoon. A lot of traffic in that area, a lot of people moving around in that area. If you're looking to just get out of the traffic,
Yeah, veer off.
just kind of come sit down, hang out, listen to some good pregame talk before LSU baseball takes on Auburn in Game 2. Then check out Mic'd Up, and Mikey Matuk will we'll be there every Friday, 3:30 to 5:30, kind of getting you set up for the weekend. Happy hour specials still the same over at Uncle Earl's. And like I said, if you're looking for time to kill and you got a little time on a Friday afternoon to stop in and see us, we would love to build that really up as a community.
Yes.
And build that up as somebody, as something that we can go to every week, and you can come to every week and come hang out, interact. I will not be there today, but the crew will be over there.
Y'all been asking for happy hour, so here we are.
Yeah, so we'll have our happy hour over there. Uncle Earl's, no food over there. Maybe we can. I saw somebody
soon.
asking.
They said they're gonna.
They did.
Start that
Speaking
soon.
of
What?
food,
Ooh.
we were rocking
Dang,
over there.
look at those fat sausages.
Will Joseph, I thought you left.
He didn't. He came back. He told Rico his wife's in his DMs.
Willie.
It's awesome.
Rico has no wife.
That was pretty good.
No way, Rico. Nobody's messing with a little guy like you, man. Little
Poor
mosquito
Rico.
dick.
Oh yeah.
Nathan gone? Nathan in?
Nathan gone.
Nathan
I'm hoping
gone?
He's going to call back in from his phone. Easy. It should be. See, the fact that we could get
those
Kim
eggs.
Mulkey to do this and not Nate shows you where we are in technology.
Yeah.
Kim Mulkey, fine.
Dinosaur.
Nate, Foxtail Productions.
I mean, you should have heard. You should have heard the tutorial that we were trying to give the AP National Coach of the Year this morning on simply just getting online.
Well, she's older.
At Dinosaur.
Well, it's so
Dinosaur.
harsh, so.
At least it worked for Sam Burns because I probably would have gotten
You'd be dead.
Yeah. My
You think Mike?
yeah.
You think Matuk would have fought you?
Maybe.
No,
I don't know. He might
What's,
have opened
what is his line? Does he put his hands on you?
No, well, Jesus, no.
I don't know, bro. His temper.
No, that's what it is.
His temper
What if
is
it's like domestic abuse? We didn't even
Yes.
know it.
Yeah,
You're hiding the bruises.
Yeah, that's why we're with long sleeves today. No, it's more of it's more disappointment than anger,
Yeah.
which is worse.
Nathan.
It is worse.
Yo.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, good. Wait, we want to do next week? That good for you?
Next week's good for us.
Nate, call in from
Okay,
the phone.
Cool.
Call,
Is
do
there
the video
is there
call.
anything going wrong on my end?
No. I
Yes.
think Lloyd fucked it up.
No, I didn't. Hey, we call
Okay,
Kim
I was just trying
Mulkey.
to see if there's something I have to do next time.
Yeah,
But
we'll link
Lloyd
up
does
after the
have one
show.
more suggestion about this morning.
Yeah.
Do the link from open the email from your phone with your headphones in and dial it from your phone. We'll do FaceTime. Like
You understand that? Open the link from your phone with the headphones in.
Okay. All right, we'll do.
All right, buddy.
All right, thank you, sir.
God, that smells good, y'all.
It does
does.
smell good.
I mean, that's
Jeez,
like
it
a
smells
good
good.
breakfast smell. I don't ever smell that. I don't
It's
ever do
incredible that we've been
breakfast.
doing this Foodie Friday segment now for 5 weeks, and this is the first time that we'll be served
I
breakfast.
know. I'm super
Grits,
excited.
though. I mean, we've done grits before, but
Yeah.
what it
Oh,
was
yeah, we
with,
did.
it was like it was your Italiano dish.
Y'all,
where-
those French fries they did last
my
week, though,
God.
those hand cut fries, I've been thinking about those ever
Mm.
since. Those were freaking amazing.
What's everybody doing this weekend?
I don't know, put the food up.
Kid stuff.
Track meets?
No track meet this weekend, thank God. David leaves Sunday for Arizona, so I got a few days of alone time. Party at my house.
Whoa, what
everybody.
happens then? How do you get...
There's Nate.
Yay!
Let's go. With audio?
I believe so.
Everything. Video.
I need
and
a
Can y'all
confirmation.
hear me? 1, 2, 3. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Can you not hear him? I can hear him.
Nathan?
Hello. Yeah. How we doing?
Yeah.
You're not plugged in, dude.
I told you.
I told you I couldn't hear him.
Nate, you can hear us, right?
Nathan, you see what I have to deal
can
with?
hear you guys.
Okay, good.
You see what I deal
Good.
with? Man doesn't have his headphones
That was
in.
awesome.
Looks at me.
How did you do
Hey,
that?
did it again.
I'm not getting
What
involved
is
in
shit
the
show, literally?
Jesus Christ.
Get in there,
This
dude.
is awesome.
You want to watch a grown man
1,
struggle?
2, 3. How we doing? 1, 2,
Nathan,
3.
you
We
beautiful
don't
son
know,
of a
Nate.
bitch, you and your red polka dotted shirt. Good morning. How are you?
That's all we're talking about this morning. It's
It is.
the red polka dotted shirt.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
good.
good. Your hair looks good, too.
It is great to talk to you for the second time this week.
Thanks, Katie. Absolutely.
Good for Lloyd fixing everything on our end that had to be the problem.
Absolutely.
Over here. Nathan, a sad story. This story about Bruce Willis, I know that it is, people are talking about this, and Bruce Willis, I guess for my generation, was really an A-list movie star growing up. And now to see the health and setbacks that he is dealing with, I think is very sad to hear out loud.
It is sad.
Yeah, he's been diagnosed with aphasia, which is it's a neurological disorder, makes it difficult to communicate, makes it very difficult to understand. So it's very sad. And yesterday, this last few months, the Razzies gave Worst Actor of the Year to Bruce Willis. They announced yesterday they're taking that back. I don't think anyone knew that this was going on behind the scenes. He's been doing a lot of straight-to-DVD movies the last several years, almost like decade. It's just been straight-to-DVD movies. And I assume it must have been because of this. I mean, it's a sad story. This type of stuff is very, very sad. And like you said, even growing up, you had things around like Sixth Sense, Die Hard, Unbreakable, Fifth Element, Armageddon, Pulp Fiction. Like he's a pillar in the industry. I feel like he's someone, everyone knows his name. He's instantly recognizable around the world. Great entertainer, never got, bogged down by all of the political stuff that kind of traps people. He never got into the social media thing that killed so many entertainers. Just focused on being as entertaining as possible, good at his job. Just, what you want from, entertainers, sports, movies, anything, just really good at his job. And it's sad, but everyone this weekend, watch your favorite Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah.
The man deserves it. He's a great guy in the industry.
The fallout of Sunday night of the Academy Awards seems to only be getting worse because of the Academy, right?
They're all making it so much worse. Like, this could have been nothing in it. Actually, 2 days ago, it was on its way out, essentially. The Academy pretty much said, we went to Will Smith. We asked him, are you okay to leave? Everyone's kind of like, you ask him if he's okay to leave. You ask him to get out.
Right.
You don't ask him if he's all right to leave. The guy that's drunk at the bar, you don't be like, bro, look, I get it. Like, we're all having a good time and everything, but that was not cool. Are you okay if you just step outside? It's like, he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go.
I asked him. I don't know what to tell you. He's just said I'm going to leave.
Then it comes out that so that makes Will Smith look like more of a dick.
Right.
Essentially, like, you ruined the show and you're not even willing to kind of read the room in terms of, why you probably should not be here right now. And then it comes out the Academy lied. They never asked him to leave. That was not true. They were fine with him staying there. At no point was anyone considering. At one point, the LAPD was there and said, hey, we can take him out if you want to. But then the director was like, well, Chris Rock doesn't want to do that. So they're blaming. Now they're pushing it over to Chris Rock. He didn't want him to leave, so we're not going to let him leave. I think I know there's a lot of people still talking about this. The only interesting thing about this is I honestly thought for a long time the Oscars are on their way out. They're not going to be a big thing. I didn't think it might be this close. Like, there was a burn on Will Smith. Now there's a burn on everyone else in the Academy. Like, I don't think anyone is really going to ever respect the Academy to the degree that there was 15% respect. I don't think that's there anymore. We'll see. I have no interest now in watching next year. Like, this is, for everyone that was interested in any way, this is just silly. The whole thing is just a joke. I know everyone thinks that it's been a joke to a large degree, but everyone's sticking around now. Sees this is a huge joke. Y'all might need to go away. We'll enjoy movies on our own.
What is the fallout for Will Smith going to be like?
So what they're looking at is essentially, first of all, they said that they weren't going to make a decision until April 18th. So pretty much hoping that this whole thing just blows over, goes away. And then it came out that they were lying about asking him to leave. So they're like, we'll make a decision a little sooner. He is facing being expelled from the Academy, which would essentially mean that he is no longer allowed to go to the Oscars. He's no longer allowed to accept any awards. He's no longer allowed to have real serious business dealings with other members of the Academy. He's going to be in everything that's very an industry built up by unions. So it's essentially being kicked out of the club. He would have to really be working very outside of the system. It would, in effect, cancel him. It would be the industry itself canceling him. He would not, and he's known as mainly a producer. I mean, I know he's got the face. He's a star. But if that happens, he is effectively not able to operate in Hollywood anymore. He could still do it, but it's going to be such a mountain to climb up, and the credibility is so dead. Like, I don't think people trust. What he really did at the end of the day, the reason why Ricky Gervais was so good at hosting those award shows, the reason that we still laugh about those jokes that Ricky Gervais made, was because he understood that he was there to entertain everyone at home. He was there to shit over everyone in that room, because it's a ridiculous idea to have these award shows, really, and it's supposed to entertain everyone back at home. And Will Smith, effectively, by going up there and slapping someone in the face, is slapping everyone that's watching back at home saying, I don't really give a shit about what people over there think. That you're not making jokes about people in this room. We're above you. This is what it's about. And it's just the most, it's incredibly self-centered. It's very self-centered. And I think people are done.
Opposite for Chris Rock? Does he experience the opposite of this? Almost a boomerang effect?
Yes.
I hope he says nothing. I hope he continues to keep ride the wave like you right now by not saying anything. And there was a bunch of fake statements going around from Chris Rock. Chris Rock has said nothing. It is the best thing for him. He's sold out all of his comedy tours. I mean, this situation was hilarious. The memes are not going to die. I hope the memes don't die. It's one of the funniest situations of the last 2 years. He handled it like a champ. I hope he doesn't say anything that kind of puts any backlash on him because he's the winner.
His tours are selling out.
He's the winner of this.
Yeah, he's cleaning up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I wonder if he'll talk about it in shows, though.
No, he said that he hadn't written the jokes yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he opened a show asking everyone how their weekend was, and you just heard everyone in the audience just chanting F. Will Smith. And he said, I'm not going to talk about it. He said, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but when I do, it's going to be serious and it's going to be really funny. And I bet he's loving it. I'm sure he's still probably in shock a little bit because that is a little humiliating. But man, it's going to be great whenever he actually comes out with the Netflix special talking about this shit.
Anything from Alec Baldwin on this? I've been kind of waiting on Alec Baldwin's statement about the Academy Awards last week. I figured that he was.
He did.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He commented.
What did you think about it?
He compared it to. He said on Twitter, which he's got his Twitter in the ways that only people that he lets follow him can see what he says. So king move there, Alec. But he said that it was a disappointment to see that the Oscars descended into a Jerry Springer show. Everyone just kind of looking around like, dude, what? You're not in the club anymore. You keep acting like you're in the club. I know that so many people are kind of like, he should be in jail. He should be on trial. He should this. He should that. He should this. And yeah, maybe so. I've got an interview actually coming out on the channel soon talking to an entertainment lawyer about what's going to probably happen with that. But you're not in the conversation anymore. You're out. You are the biggest joke. If you don't go to jail, you are going to be the biggest joke of this entire industry. They're trying to act like you don't exist. You're in Italy making Christmas movies, and you're comparing this to Jerry Springer. What? Well, that's a good one. The Oscars did feel like Jerry Springer. What was it like whenever you shot the woman? What was that one like? Is there a comparison for that? That guy is so pig-headed. He keeps making it worse and worse for himself. And maybe he doesn't go to jail, but he is making himself a bigger joke. Everyone's making themselves an even bigger joke. We should just enjoy it.
5-minute critic. What's coming up?
So today we got a review dropping of the Batman breakdown, really between how that movie kind of picks up with what Taxi Driver was doing, with what Joker was doing. And then subscribe on YouTube because next week we're going to be breaking down Royal Tenenbaums, kind of what I would say is Wes Anderson's best movie. And it's incredible. It's a great movie. But we're going to kind of dive into what it is that has kind of made it stick around from the rest of his filmography. It's really, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It really, one of the best movies kind of like at the end of the 90s, beginning of the 2000s.
Yeah.
5-minute critic is easy to find on social media and YouTube. He's got weekly reviews that go up, and every Friday you can catch him here on the Jordy Culotta Show. It is great to see you again. We will talk again next Friday.
See you guys later.
Bye, Nate.
Later, Nate. Have a good weekend, buddy.
Y'all seen Royal Tenenbaums, right?
Yes.
I have not.
Stop it, Jordy.
I have not.
You would like it, too.
I have not.
Jordy, you got to watch it this weekend.
This weekend may not be the one for an assignment. I think I'm going to be beached up in the basketball gym, but I will put it on the to-do list for sure.
Beached up in the basketball gym.
For sure.
Watch it on the way down. You got to drive?
I think I got to drive.
Okay.
I think I got to drive.
All right.
Yeah. Well, does that happen all the time?
What,
Which
the
part?
van drives?
Yeah. Because I'm not a driver.
No, it doesn't always happen.
Right.
I don't think, no,
not even dad. Not even, I think that's what I was more going for is like the dad drives. Because that's how it was in our. Dad's just like, no, we're getting
going out
there.
like at night or to a dinner, then I just get in the passenger side immediately. It's not even a question.
Right.
But if I want to control the situation, like we're doing a road trip and David sometimes is a scary driver, then I drive. Like the kids don't like his
Sounds
driving.
like a point of contention.
See, if I had my choice, I would rather not drive around town, but drive on the road trips.
Same.
Oh, driving around town. Well, it depends on the town. But here,
Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
is what I'm speaking.
It turned me into a
I'd rather
maniac.
have a driver.
It's the worst.
Yeah, let's get a driver. That's our goal.
On
We'll
what?
have a driver one day.
To hire a driver?
We'll have a driver here
I'm in.
one day. Yeah.
I'd love that.
I'm not going to drive our asses around.
Pull up like Tyrann Matthew.
Yes.
Wait.
You could be the driver.
Oh, Will's right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be crazy.
All right, I'm ready to eat. Foodie Friday is here. Compliments of our friends over at Iverstines. They are cooking it up in the kitchen. When we come back, we will have the breakfast servings from the cooking couple. We will get the recipe. We'll get this week and what the menu is.
Smells like a damn Denny's in here.
It does.
In the Waffle House.
Shoney's.
It's still around?
No way. Cody Boudreaux with the $5 super check.
Thank you, Cody.
A dad always drives. Be a man.
Yeah.
The wife just drives us home when we're drunk.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Cody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want
Man.
double gin on the rocks.
Budweiser.
Do your job, woman.
I'm smoking a cigarette with the windows up.
What do you want me to drive?
Woman, I'm blitzed.
With the windows up.
You know what happens when we get home now. It's going to last
Get
longer.
ready, woman.
Yeah.
Get back there.
I'm going to be in my chair smoking cigarettes, watching Westerns all night.
Come sit right here, baby.
All right, we'll be back with more of our breakfast. The Foodie Fridays, compliments of Iverstines. Remember, daily here, we are brought to you by our friends over at R&B Builders.
Can't wait.
R&B.
RMB-builders.com. Get in touch with Rhett Bourgeois and the crew over there. RMB-builders.com is where you can find them online, from a custom design home to a refurbished home to a commercial project. Anything you're looking for, let RMB help you out. Don't forget, Mikey Motok will be over at Uncle Earl's this afternoon, 3:30 to 5:30. Plan on stopping in. We'll be back and close out it here on the Jordy Culotta Show with the Foodie Friday cooking couple, compliments of Iverstines, here on the Jordy Culotta Show. Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyecenters.com. That is southerneyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out. southerneyecenters.com and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway.
Looking to book a dumpster but no idea how? We've made it quick and easy for you. Check out our website at moralesrolloffs.com. Let Morales Roll-Offs know your desired delivery date, and finally, provide your contact details. To make payment, look out for an email invoice with all your booking details. On delivery day, our driver will notify you through text and email that your dumpster is ready and on the way. Now you know how easy and convenient it is. Call Morales Roll-Offs at 225-427-0000 0000 for your dumpster.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
All right, welcome back here to our Friday edition of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Wrapping it up here on this Friday. I see the cooking couple making their way in with the buffet.
Oh my
Jesus,
God,
it smells
incredible. Oh, it's right here. Huh?
Look at this. Watch your step, watch your step, watch your step.
Oh my gosh. What?
It doesn't get any simpler than that.
Good.
Holy crap, that
Lord.
looks amazing. Look at those grits.
Are y'all finishing up or am I handing out?
We can hand out.
Okay.
Hell yeah, let's hand out.
I mean, given the option.
We eating.
We eating.
God, dog. These grits smell incredible.
This is when Jordy absolutely does check out of the show. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm done.
Just every time he's let it be known.
Thank you.
Where's Lance? I need somebody
Lance,
to talk.
come
'Cause I'm
carry
about
the
to eat
show.
for about a long time.
This is
El, you want
unbelievable.
to get on there? Or over here? On
Thank
this
you,
couch
thank
right there?
What? You got it. Y'all put your spice on this
Woo,
egg.
woo.
No, I
Yeah.
that's what it goes.
It
The,
looks so awesome.
The grits.
Oh my
bro.
God.
Oh, my bad. Stewie, I got you. I got you.
Everybody
Oh my
eating.
God. The grits. The freaking grits.
Look at this.
Yes.
What does that say? Garrett Nussmeyer is calling. Oh, what do we want me to say?
Hey, man.
Well, let me mute you.
You good, bro?
You see that? I thought we were playing.
I think people are just doing an April Fool's joke. Yeah, I can call you for an interview with them.
Oh yeah, we put Christy in a hot seat. I like that idea. You're in that spot. Yeah.
That was Garrett Nussmeyer calling in. He is.
You did. You scared me.
Yeah, you scared Lloyd. He looked absolutely panicked.
I thought it was an Instagram post. I didn't know it was a phone call. I thought you were showing me something else.
That was Garrett Nussmeyer. He is transferring.
Yep.
He is in the transfer portal.
Okay, one of these.
Sit down. You're not giving me one, are you?
I'm just
I'll
kidding.
take
April
one.
Fools.
And
April
then
Fools.
I'll share
It's already on
with you.
Tiger Droppings, dude. You just did it. Breakfast in your mouth.
Sneak
Garrett
in
Nussmeyer's
a
going to the
little
transfer portal.
bit.
Alabama.
Thought it was A&M.
It's so good.
Bro, what am I eating?
What are you eating?
What
Are
am I
we?
eating?
Am I?
I mean, I am inhaling. I am
Am I on?
inhaling this. What am I eating?
Well, I'm gonna let Christy talk about this sausage.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is the thing that she makes the most. I think, like for the boys, like when I'm even not around.
Yeah.
Like she just makes this all the time.
At least two.
No.
This is
She's going to tell you
just
exactly what it is.
Iverstein ground pork.
Yeah.
A pound of it.
Shout out to Iverstein's.
Man, the ground pork from there is just out of this world.
We've been eating their ground pork for a long time.
For years and years and years. So a pound of their ground pork, 2 tablespoons of Avec 2 original or spicy. The kids don't always get on the spicy train. And a tablespoon of rubbed sage. So not the powdered ground sage. That's not quite the same flavor or texture. You just mix it up and cook it in a skillet. That's it. It's nothing.
Oh,
Isn't it good? It's
So good.
Everyone tells me, like, I just don't like breakfast sausage. I'm like, this is not like
You haven't
Jimmy
had it good
Dean.
yet.
This is
The bite of the grits, yolked egg, and
Yes.
sausage.
the over medium
the
egg.
bite.
Okay, so how does everyone like their eggs?
Over easy. Over
Okay.
medium.
Either one?
Yeah, either one.
I'm
Either
down with either one.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
about
always
you?
go scrambled because that's the only one I know really trust how to make
I do.
myself.
Okay.
Myself, I
Still
do.
a kid.
I call them
Still a
forked
kid.
up or fucked up fried eggs.
Yeah, forked up or fucked up fried eggs.
You
Those
crack
are
an
really
egg
good.
in the skillet and you just.
Yes,
fork-
that's what I do.
That's one of my
okay.
favorite ways to do it because I can get the
Perfect.
butter all whipped in and.
Yeah, you make it a little little pillowy.
That's
Do you
it.
put?
You
There's
put
people
milk in
out
them?
there that put milk in them.
I put
Yes,
milk in.
Oh yeah, you put milk in them.
I'm not opposed to milk or heavy cream in my scrambled eggs.
that's
I'll
how
take
they get
another
all
bite
fluffy.
before I give
but
it to you. by
the scrambled eggs, if you're really gonna do them and you're not rushed for time,
the way. Well, here we go.
low and slow and make them creamy and
You whip 'em.
sexy. Oh my god!
And do you
Damn.
lean the
cigarette.
skillet
Right?
and then
Give it a
again?
good whip?
Yes.
So
Jacques.
breakfast
Yeah.
food is my favorite food. We
Amen.
eat breakfast foods
Amen.
all the time. Breakfast, lunch, dinner doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We eat Brenner all the time.
Brenner all the
Oh
time.
hell yeah.
Y'all know how I feel about my fried eggs. I think fried eggs on everything all the
Fried
time.
eggs go
Even
on
with our
everything.
leftovers and our fancy leftovers, fried eggs. all the
Anybody an
time.
egg on a hamburger person?
Hell
Hell yeah.
yes.
Really?
You don't like
But
it?
here's my thing about an egg on a hamburger. I don't like it when it's too easy,
Too much of a try hard move,
right?
right?
But if you go kind of cooked more towards like over meat.
Over medium.
Over medium, but I'm gonna tell you, when people bring me a fried egg on a hamburger and it's like just sunny side up, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't love that either.
Yeah, not my favorite.
So
No, this is really good.
So this is the grits.
Yeah, what's the strategy on the grits? Because the grits it's tough to master.
So
right?
yeah, so
you just need more butter. actually.
more butter,
That's
right?
the secret.
But the easy way.
They answered everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, these grits have all sorts of monkey shine going on. I didn't just make regular grits, but grits is literally the right amount. 1 to 3 is the ratio that I've been enjoying. One cup grits, 3 cups of water. But what I did here, what you saw me fiddling with there, was I browned some butter first and browned some Avec 2 and put the salt in, and then put the grits in and let the grits brown in the butter like you would like making a risotto or like polenta. And then I put the water in. That's all I did.
And that Bonacast Farms, y'all, those stone ground grits, there's nothing like that.
Yeah, so like the coolest thing
You
about
can't go
today
to
is
Target and just get delicious grits. Like
Yeah.
these are actually special, and you can also
Right.
find those at Iverstein. I picked
everything
those
we
up
got,
yesterday.
everything you're eating is Iverstein. The eggs are
Yeah,
there.
they're local. The
Yep.
eggs too, absolutely. They have a
The
little
eggs are
produce
there.
counter.
Yep. Pick up your eggs, your pork, your Avec 2, your coffee, all of it. All of it came from Iverstein.
I saw Iverstein's was going vegan.
Yeah, you saw
Today.
that?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
how's it
that was
going?
a wonderful
Using the
post.
very
I
latest technology,
cracked
seed
up
oils
so
and
much.
That was good.
chemicals.
So the
It was
pork
It was
sausage-
terrible.
Happy plate. He made a happy plate. So today, after the show, I'm going by Iverstein to drop off spice and sage, and they're gonna make a big batch of the ground pork, uncooked but pre-seasoned. Our recipe, so you can pick it up
Wow.
starting today. Yeah, in
Beautiful.
just like an hour.
You can go pick that. Yeah, that, and it'll just be the ground pork sausage.
It'll be in
just
the
sitting in
case,
a
you
bag,
can- yep.
in the case, and you can do what you want with it.
Yep.
And sometimes we make
because
patties.
I like to do crumbles too,
Yeah.
and then you can make
Dude, crumbles and a taco
frittata.
in a
You could do breakfast
frittata
tacos
or breakfast
with the
tacos.
sausage crumbles.
Forget about it.
How
so,
is it?
As y'all can
You
see,
got
there's
it?
some cheddar cheese and some butter. In
Bear24 asks, hot sauce in the grits? Was it? Did he see
Yeah,
that?
couple
Yeah,
little
little
dabs
dabs,
of hot
little
sauce.
dabs.
A little dash of hot sauce on the
Black pepper.
yolk of the fried egg. Also, hot sauce all the time.
Yeah, hot sauce on the yolk before you flip it. That's my favorite fried egg trick.
Damn, this is good, man.
These grits are just
Yeah. Yeah, they were good.
They're great. We also saw some media starting to come out from FM Food this week.
Yeah, it's
which
coming.
Looks very
It's coming.
good on social media. Tell
it.
our listeners where they can follow FM Food and what's going on there. A lot of cool stuff happening
FM
behind the
Food,
scenes.
We're going to use that kind of as the hub to show off everything we're doing right now. It's You Bet Your Ass It's Good, and FM Food DMs is open. If you've got an idea that you want to bring to us and talk about, we've got a few people we're going to start talking about bringing some different content to you guys. We're looking forward to it.
How was it?
First of all, y'all need a cooking show.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey.
We're working on it. We're talking about it right this second.
Yeah, You Bet Your Ass It's Good.
Yeah, right.
I realized that.
How was it?
It's all coming together now.
Was it good?
It's all starting to come together. Make sure you follow FM Food on social media. They are on Instagram. Is that the only place where we're at right now?
You bet. YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's my favorite two spots right now.
Yes, we are. We are working and getting that brand up and moving. And this is the heartbeat and really the vision behind FM Food is the cooking couple. Lance and Christy Fauché are doing incredible work behind what?
So funny.
I love it.
The cooking
The
couple.
cooking couple. Jordy made
coined
that
it.
up.
That's the
and
best part about it.
It's the
You're
funniest
welcome.
thing.
It's his.
You're welcome.
That's it.
FM Food. Make sure you are following them
page is
on.
rocking on
Isn't
Instagram.
it great, bro?
Porn.
Isn't it great?
It's
It's
porn.
at FM
Instagram's
Food,
got
right,
some
Lloyd?
good
Is it at
videos.
FM
At
underscore
FM
food or
FM underscore.
Yes.
FM underscore food.
At
Yep.
FM underscore food is the exact handle to find them on Instagram. Please give them a follow today. We will continue to promote that. If you're looking for behind the scenes stuff that's happening, whether it's shopping on ingredients, whether it's recipes, whether it's actual cooking, some of the things that you can see inside the studio.
Are coming.
Yeah, the
recipes will be there.
Got the blog started. It's coming soon.
Damn, that sausage is good, man.
Wasn't that good?
That was so good. So good.
I love that you said you don't normally like sausage. So why don't you normally like sausage?
There's something about the taste of a breakfast patty.
Yeah. Well, there's just like a lot of funky stuff in there. Like,
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Are you
And I feel like the
anti-fennel?
texture is different.
So that's the other thing.
I'm not anti-fennel. Are you?
No, I was
anti-fennel?
asking her because that's what some people like. Whenever you
That's
taste it,
what-
like, what is that? And it's always usually fennel.
Sometimes
fennel.
there's fennel. Yeah, for sure.
Or white pepper.
Yeah, so this like sage and Avec 2 combination, we use this same combination when we're cooking for the holidays. So like,
Yes.
you make like cornbread dressing with like smoked tasso
I love sage.
and sage. Anyway, it's ridiculous. It's good stuff.
I love that you love it.
I am.
My kids eat this last night, so we seasoned it. I did a little taste test. You know, you got to make sure everything's just right. And we had our oldest Leonidas taste it, and we were like, "How is it?" And he was like, "I could use a little more sage." I was like, "Get out of here, boy."
Get out! Kids playing chess in the hallway.
Palate on that
A little more
kid.
sage.
I know,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
I am contentful. Like I'm about to
You're about to drive.
shut it down.
Yeah.
Get
Little
some
nap
more, get you some
before.
more.
Hat over the eyes.
I know, a little nap, just lean back, just a little.
A chair nap is hard to
There's a
beat.
little bit of
I
heavy
love
cream,
a
a little bit of
chair
butter in those grits. They
I
might.
think that's what got it.
Some
Yeah,
heavy
brought it
cream
down a
and butter.
peg.
That is the secret.
Little relief bed and a road trip here, bro. And it is what a Friday.
That's what's happening.
that
Weather,
episode.
I mean, this
Ooh,
is
yeah,
a
it's coming
combination.
one day.
Little combo.
It's unbelievable.
It's coming.
Make edibles.
I have some.
Hey, homemade.
Welcome aboard here,
Making
FM
some
Food.
magic butter soon.
Have you seen where you can do it in a crock pot? I got sent an article that you can do it to get the butters
I've
out.
heard about the
Yes.
crock pot. I have
Yeah.
a magic butter machine at home,
Yeah, we
but
do.
I haven't even used it.
That's the way to go.
We'll be using it.
So earlier this week, somebody came up to me and was like, "Your cooking couple, I love them. They're entertaining and they do great work. But this butter that they're pushing on health food."
Butter
Yes.
is a health food.
I said, "You know what? I'm not fighting this fight with you."
It's okay. We
I
are
said,
fighting the narrative.
I tried to fight Lloyd on this earlier in our relationship. Lloyd was not buying in. Some people in the public
Yeah.
Are
have
you
come up to
serious?
me
You don't think
and
it's healthy?
I don't think so. Not,
Why?
I just
Sorry, Lloyd.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
buddy.
okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Wait.
I'll
Why
tell you what
don't
we'll
you
do.
think that? No,
Because
no.
it tastes too good. It can't anything
I
that
love it.
good.
Okay, but steak tastes very good, and it is a health food.
You're
Steak?
wired.
Yes.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
Yes,
steak's
that's
healthy.
okay. And you put me
I'm
right
out of
in
here.
the- right in the-
Yeah,
right in
Put it to
the-
you like
I'm going to
this.
get seconds.
You know why it tastes so good? Because you're wired to eat it.
Boom.
Yes. So y'all are on the. This
You
is
are
like the,
wired to eat meat and fat those are the things that made our brains big.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
paleo, right? Isn't that the kind of a
Yeah,
part
that's,
of that?
Paleo's like distilled down to this
eating-
real
we've-
Yeah, like
sellable
caveman
idea.
diet.
But
We've been eating red
Straight to
meat
drugs.
and
Yes.
butter and saturated
Straight
fats
to
like this for millions of years. Millions of years.
So that's
We're
part of what
supposed to
you.
eat
That's
meat.
what part of what you.
No,
bet your
that,
ass
you
it's gonna
don't.
do is,
I,
like, bring
I
out some of
only
that
eat
shit.
meat. I don't eat fruits or vegetables.
That's good.
Bruh.
I mean,
I know.
You're on a train.
I know.
Butter
He's
is
already
a
on it.
Yeah,
He just
no,
didn't realize he was doing it so good.
I enjoy butter. I'm hard to wrap my
Feel
brain
bad,
around
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that it's
It is
good for me.
It's super
Very
calorie
good.
dense, so you can overdo it quick.
Right.
If you're
Yes.
not, if
But
you're
no
not
carbs.
active, right? But
So I'm
you
there.
know.
I'm
You gotta
halfway
earn those
there.
carbs.
Anyway,
Yes.
Torque Lewis, I bet these two make criminally good edibles. They do.
Yes.
yeah, I think that's
Bilbo
coming.
T. Baggins, in moderation, butter can be good.
There you go.
I don't.
No moderation?
No
I don't
moderation.
believe in anything. I hate the in moderation. No, butter is. It's almost the only fat
Yeah.
that we use. Butter is good for you.
Butter.
I'm convinced.
avocado
Straight
oil.
from the cow.
Quit
Done.
coming up to me in the streets and at my lunch table and asking me what the hell are the cooking couple talking about,
It's okay.
telling me
We're
that
gonna-
butter is okay.
All this narrative stuff that you hear on the news where butter is bad and eggs are bad for your cholesterol and red meat is bad, that's just straight fucking bullshit.
Wow.
That's bought.
And
It's all bought and
we're
paid
here
for.
to- it's
by the
Look
way.
who fits in.
Yes.
Hey.
Wait, are cigarettes good
You,
for me
you
too?
recognize the tone?
It's straight bullshit.
Yeah.
You're not. There's no plant-based meat.
Here's a carton of Marlboros and some butter. Enjoy your Friday.
You'll live to be 1,000.
about that.
Hey.
They all. Do you
Listen.
see? Have you seen the ads from back in the day when cigarettes are healthy? No, that's crazy. We know the most nutrient-dense foods, and it's meat, butter, eggs, organ meats.
Fruit.
Some fruit is good.
Bah.
Nah.
Hey, I love some good.
No, I
fruit.
do too.
You
I
go
do
to
too.
the
I was just
farmer's
making fun of
market,
it.
Dude, this
everything-
time of year, I've been
those
murdering
strawberries that are in
like
season.
navel oranges.
Oranges.
They're so good right now.
Never had. Nope.
Little cuties.
What are the things that look like
Clementines?
Yeah.
oranges that they have the trees here?
Oh, satsumas. Yeah,
Oh, they
satsumas.
have the trees here. They're
Satsumas.
local.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
local.
Satsumas.
Yes,
so
so-
good.
Oh,
No.
God, look at you, bro. What a weird Mississippian
Well, look,
you are.
Leonidas
I have
does
some.
that.
Yeah, my kids.
The
Leonidas
soccer.
does that.
The soccer mouthpiece.
Yeah.
He like kind of
Exactly.
The orange slices.
Yeah.
We'll
Exactly.
find this giant murder scene of oranges on the counter sometimes.
This is true.
And he's been making orange juice. We're like, what the hell?
He doesn't want the pulp.
No pulp.
Yeah, it's just
We're
carcasses.
gonna-
It's
we're
orange
gonna
carcasses.
Straight change the
The narrative.
The narrative.
Yeah.
We are. We're
Yeah,
taking
I
it
hear
back.
you.
And if you follow me personally on Instagram, I do talk about
Christy
this a lot.
Fauché. Yeah, on
I talk a
Instagram.
lot of shit about what the news is telling you, which I don't listen to anything the news says anyway. So that includes food.
For sure.
I'm
Look
just
at that
saying.
shaved beef, grilled
Okay,
cheese.
that
Oh my
shaved
god.
beef sandwich.
Oh. That's why I had to log in because I saw this video. I was like, I want to watch. I want to see where this is going.
Is that healthy?
Absolutely.
I'll tell you
I'll
what,
take
that was
two.
gluten-free.
I deadlifted a lot that day to earn that sandwich.
There you go.
Yeah,
Just
right.
saying.
Absolutely.
That's it.
All right, so FM Food, FM_food.
Yeah.
Make sure you give them a follow there. DMs are open. Any ideas, any suggestions, any questions you have about cooking,
Hell
butter,
yeah.
All of it.
whatever it
Any
is,
and all of it.
get them in. We will answer your questions live here on Fridays. We do have cooking content coming your way from FM Food. FM Food will not only be social media, it will have its own YouTube channel, and these two will be the superstars of it with You Bet Your Ass It's Good, a lot of home cooking, the stuff they got going on here on Friday mornings, but a lot of this stuff is going to weave itself into a show, into its own property here pretty quickly. So make sure you are following FM Food right now on social media, FM_food, to keep up with the latest. Did we leave anything out this week? What about Iverstines?
Go to Iverstein and get everything you need.
Go get this sausage.
Go get the Vectu breakfast sausage. It'll be there today in about an hour.
Get your grits, get your
Get
coffee,
you some grits,
all that stuff.
all the breakfast fixings you need.
Oh, they've got some killer like
You can
cream
have
and
Brenner
milk and half
on
and
a
half from a
Friday.
local farm
Yeah.
too.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
Make sure you tell Galen that you've seen it through the Cooking Couple. You've seen it on Fridays here on the Jordy Culotta Show. That will absolutely do us a solid. We appreciate you interacting with us, sending your questions in, sending your comments. We love to get your interaction every week. Make sure you hit that like button, share button, comment button before we get out of here. Have a great weekend for the Cooking Couple, for the Carpool Queen, for Lloyd, Stewie, Noah, and everybody here at FM Digital Media. We will be back with you on Monday morning for the Jordy Culotta Show. Remember this afternoon, make your plans. Put it into your phone. Set your alerts for every Friday, 3:30. Mic'd Up with Mikey Matuk is going to originate from Uncle Earl's right here in Baton Rouge. So if you're looking for a place to happy hour, do a little pregame before LSU's game 2 versus Auburn. Uncle Earl's is the spot over on Perkins Road in between Acadian and College. Mic'd up from FM Digital Media will be there every Friday, 3:30 to 5:30. So start planning on it now to get out there and come enjoy happy hour with us. We'll be there.
Yeah, eat your breakfast from You Bet Your Ass It's Good. Get a little filler first, then go pound a bunch of booze with us at Uncle Earl's.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
Clout Demons on Sunday night. Make sure and check them out. They'll be back with you on Sundays. They will have some full practice reports to.
They don't ever go.
Well, they'll be going tomorrow. We just got confirmation. We did get just confirmation, and there will be a full practice that they'll have access tomorrow too. So we'll have a lot of information coming your way on Sunday and through our social media. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Enjoy this beautiful weather. As we will be back with you at 7 a.m. on Monday morning for the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet.
Garrett Nussmeier to the Aggies.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
To Texas.
So when can we do